Welcome back to another YouTube video. It's been a couple weeks, but I'm busy and stuff. Today we are renaming / relocating the NBA teams. Next will probably either be the NHL or the MLB. Well, first off, we're going to start at the Eastern because I want to get this done as quick as possible. The Atlantic Division. We have the Philadelphia Hawks. Kind of like the Eagles, but just a different bird. And it just sounds cool, so the Philadelphia Hawks. Next, we have the DC Pilgrims, not Washington Pilgrims. That just sounds weird because then you're thinking they're up in like Washington State, but DC Pilgrims, that sounds kind of neat. And Pilgrims just because they were like one of the first things that came to America. I don't know if they were the first things or not. And then DC is kind of like the capital, so I just decided why not, right? Next, we have the Jacksonville Sharks. Just because there's oceans down in Jacksonville, or the Atlantic Ocean, so they have sharks on my side. Next we have the Miami Dolphins. It's just football. We're just transferring into basketball. Dolphins is kind of cool. Next we have the Montreal Cold up in Canada. It's cold there because it's up north, so we call them the Montreal Cold. So recap of the Atlantic for the Eastern. Philadelphia Hawks, DC Pilgrims, Jacksonville Sharks, Miami Dolphins, and the Montreal Cold. Next, we have the Central. Chicago Bulls, we're just going to leave them. I can move on because, just leave them as Chicago Bulls. Next, there's somebody in Missouri. It's either Kansas City, St. Louis. St. Louis is bigger, so we have the St. Louis Catfish, which every single state in the U.S. has fish. Catfish, I don't know, it just sounded neat. Next, we have the Memphis Bears, kind of like Grizzlies, but the Bears. But just sounds kind of neat. We don't have a team in that area within that little region there. Next, we have the Minnesota Warriors. Warriors just sound cool, kind of like the Golden State Warriors, but we're just naming them the Minnesota Warriors. I don't know, it just sounds cool. So recap of the Central: Chicago Bulls, St. Louis Catfish, Memphis Bears, Detroit Cougars. Wait, did I not say them? Oh, I don't think I did. I didn't say them. Next, we have the Detroit Cougars. I didn't even say them. But Detroit Cougars, just because I looked up animals in Michigan, and Cougars was there. And obviously the Minnesota Warriors. So recap again: Chicago Bulls, St. Louis Catfish, Memphis Bears, Detroit Cougars, and Minnesota Warriors. Next, instead of the, I don't know, is it like Northwest or East in that division? We changed them. We called them the States Division. Now they're all named after their state. So next we have the New York Cavs. Just like a cow, it's their baby, kind of like the Cubs, instead it's calf. So I thought that was a neat one. Calves, it's actually, I guess you know how to spell that. Next, we have the Utah Gold Miners. That's creative because in Utah, I assume they probably have gold miners since it's kind of by California, like the gold mine and stuff. So I thought that was kind of neat. This one, Colorado Mountains. That's a cool one because they have mountains in Colorado. I've been to Colorado 3 times, all within a year. It's just, I like the view and stuff. I just think mountains are beautiful, so Colorado Mountains. Next we have the Oklahoma Knights. Yeah, so they're just Knights. I don't know, they just sound cool, so I just decided to call them that. Next we have the Indiana Bucks, like the Milwaukee, except we're just moving the Bucks to Indiana. So recap of the States Division: New York Cavs, Utah Gold Miners, Colorado Mountains, Oklahoma Knights, and Indiana Bucks. So I'm gonna recap the Eastern. Atlantic: Philadelphia Hawks, DC Pilgrims, Jacksonville Sharks, Miami Dolphins, Montreal Cold. In the Central: Chicago Bulls, St. Louis Catfish, Memphis Bears, Detroit Cougars, and the Minnesota Warriors. In the States is the New York Cavs, Utah Gold Miners, Colorado Mountains, Oklahoma Knights, and the Indiana Bucks. Western Division: the Pacific: San Diego Lightning, kind of like the Chargers, except lightning. And it just sounds neat. Next, this one's interesting. The Los Angeles Actors, because obviously there's actors in LA. So I thought it made sense. So LA Actors, for sure. Next is the Portland Snakes, because pretty much every single state in the U.S., or I should say most, have snakes. I just decided that's kind of neat. So Portland Snakes. Next is Seattle Rain, because it rains a lot in Seattle, so I decided call them the Seattle Rain. That one's kind of neat. Next is the San Francisco Ashes, like ashes off a fire. So recap of the Pacific: San Diego Lightning, LA Actors, Portland Snakes, Seattle Reign, and the San Francisco Ashes. Next, I changed these two next divisions. The next division is the Mountain Division. Obviously, it's probably going to be mountains. We have two teams in Colorado. We have the Denver Rockies. Just like baseball, it's the same team. They're just playing basketball now. But they're the Denver Rockies. So really, we have the Colorado Mountains. Now we have the Denver Rockies. Next is the Phoenix Desert. It's like a desert there. Makes sense. This one's interesting. Idaho Potatoes. Because Idaho is really famous for its potatoes, so I decided, why not call them Idaho? And you're probably thinking, why the heck does Idaho have a professional sports team, especially an NBA? I don't know, I just wanted to give a team like Montana or Idaho a professional sports team, but I decided, well, let's call them Idaho. Next is the Calgary Flames, just like hockey, except they're just playing that now. Next is the Las Vegas Gamblers. Also a common name because they probably gamble a lot in Las Vegas. So, recap of the mountain: Denver Rockies, Phoenix Desert, Idaho Potatoes, Calgary Flames, and Las Vegas Gamblers. I feel like they'll be that game for Flames, will they? Oh, yeah, I guess. Okay, anyway. Sorry about that. Next is the Cities Division. Just kind of like the States Division. This video, I think, is almost about under 10 minutes. That's good. Cities Division. We don't have any teams in Texas, which is weird because I'm trying to find a division for them. I found a bunch of other ones. So the Cities Division, because they can't belong in the mountain because it's not very mountainy there. Pacific, they're not by the Pacific, not by the Atlantic. They're not, I mean, they're kind of in the central, that's where they could belong, or the states or cities. But we have, we have two teams in Texas. First one is the Dallas Coyotes. They've mentioned Coyotes in Texas. We decided to put one in Dallas. Another one is in Houston. There's none in San Antonio or Austin. We're not putting one there. Maybe if they want to do an expansion, they can. Excuse me. So they're the Houston Mustangs, just like the horse, basically. The next one is the Toronto Buffaloes. Gotta have some Canadian teams. So I think we have a total of 1, 2. We have 3 of them. Yeah, 3 Canadian teams. So we have the Toronto Buffaloes. I don't know if there's Buffaloes up there, but I just liked it. Next is the Buffalo Frogs, because there's frogs in pretty much every single state. I assume so, at least. The last team in the NBA is the New Orleans Alligators. By the ocean, they have alligators. Let's recap of that division: Dallas Coyotes, Houston Mustangs, Toronto Buffaloes, Toronto Buffaloes, Buffalo Frogs, New Orleans Alligators. Recap the Western: San Diego Lightning, LA Actors, Portland Snakes, Seattle Reign, San Francisco Ashes, Denver Rockies, Phoenix Desert, Idaho Potatoes, Calgary Flames, Las Vegas Gamblers, Dallas Coyotes, Houston Mustangs, Toronto Buffaloes, Buffalo Frogs, New Orleans Alligators. And then we already recapped the Eastern. I guess that's it. I guess. Thanks for watching this video. Next one is either gonna be NHL or MLB. Hopefully it's NHL, but probably just get NHL out of the way and then get that. And maybe we'll make another series. Maybe it's Madden. Maybe it's NBA. The 3 games that I would love to make a series on is football or Madden. I might just wait till Madden 18 comes out. So leave like what you want me to do down in the comments, and maybe we'll do that at Madden 18. And I'll make a video on what it is. I'll do one for NBA too. I could do one for GTA. And then one for rugby, which because I have rugby, so maybe we could do one for that. Let's see. So I'll leave down below which renaming / relocating I should do next. Should it be NHL, which is hockey, or MLB, which is baseball? Quit 5 likes on this video. Anything else? Oh yeah. So just leave whichever sport you want me to do next. Let's see what else is there. Oh yeah, and then leave down below which sport I should play. And then tell me what you want me to do. Like, do you want me to do, like, connected franchise of Madden? Like, do you want me to, like, rebuild? I'm not very good at, but want me to rebuild maybe? I don't know if I would want to do that, but we could rebuild. We could just play around. We could do Ultimate Team. We could do relocating to Madden. NBA, we could do my league, my GM, and we could do an expansion team. GTA, we could just do some online. We could just play around for fun, do some free mode. So just leave, first off, leave what's relocating / renaming I should do next. NHL or MLB. Comment what sport I should play. It won't come out until the new ones come out, so leave which one I should do and what I should do. Like, should I do my league, my GM, connected franchise, ultimate team, skill trainer, whatever you want it to be. Want me to play some rugby? Probably don't know anything about it, so let's play a regular game. Want me to play some GTA, free mode, online, whatever. Now that's it. 5 likes. And subscribe if you haven't already. Peace, and leave down below what I should do.